Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a reading for the end of September 2025. Try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And oh boy, Six of Pentacles. To me, this is a lot of cooperation, okay? This is, in your life, everybody's bringing something to the table, okay? This is, to me, kind of a potluck energy. I think that, the things in your life, the people that you're engaged with, the projects you're involved with, the places that you go, the people you meet, I feel like everything is going to start flowing together in more harmony for you. It's telling me that you've been in a period also of perhaps financial difficulties. I think those are being fixed, okay? This is success after worry. A lot of you have been worried about your finances. I think this is showing a lot of cooperation on that front, okay? This is the card also of teamwork, of maybe a harmonious work situation where everybody is contributing, everybody is chipping in. Okay, and everybody is sort of getting what they want out of it. So to me, this feels like a very win-win kind of a vibe that we're headed into for you. Let's put this card into some context. Let's keep going here. We have the Devil card. We have a Nine of Wands. We have a Chariot. We have a Tower. Okay. And we have a Moon card. All right. We have a Two of Pentacles, we have a Six of Swords, we have a Queen of Pentacles, and finally an Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think with the arrival of all of this good stuff and all of this cooperation, it's requiring that you do sort of walk away from some things, okay, with that the Eight of Cups. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set this down right over here with the Eight of Tentacles right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments down beneath the video. Now, as we look around the room, we do see a nice cluster of majors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana energies. We've got fire, we've got water, we've got air, and we've got a decent amount of earth cards, okay? So I think that there's a lot happening on the 3D sort of plane for you, okay? A lot of new things are happening, a lot of changes being made. I think there's kind of a bit of a turnaround happening with this Two of Pentacles. But the Devil card that you also have here, this is showing your ambition. I think a lot of you have been driving toward a goal. This is the engine of the car. This is a car that kind of asks you, like, what are your motivations right now? What is driving you? What's pushing you forward? It's a time to really kind of, reconnect with the goals that you have and find out how we can continue pushing ourselves forward. Okay, this is the creative drive. You're driven to create something that is meant to improve the world in a way. Okay, something that's outside of your ego. This is a generative drive. You're looking to create something that's going to outlive you. Some of you are creating something that you may not ever really see the end of. Think about it like that. You're building something now. You're starting something now. You're creating a business or a life or a family that is going to continue to exist even after you're gone. Okay, so it takes you outside of yourself, okay, with this card. This card is also about our motivation to create something just because we can, just because we want to feel the power of our spirits, And it's also talking about the emotional drive. We're creating something because we want to feel good. We're creating a life that is going to be rewarding to us. That's going to make us feel better. That's going to improve the quality of our lives. And I think that all of these different drives have to work together for you, okay? So the big question here is, what is motivating you? And also on the flip side of that, what's tempting you right now to abandon your path? Okay, there's a little bit of contrast here between the very cooperative Six of Pentacles and kind of the lone mountain goat, right? So some of you might be dealing with your kind of your preference to work by yourself, or to be alone, or to do things your own way, or to just kind of climb the mountain on like a solitary expedition rather than working in a team context. Okay, some of you may feel quite out of place in a team context, but this is that motivation. Okay, this is us being driven to our goals. The Nine of Wands under the surface, a lot of you are realizing how much strength you have right now. This is the card of strength. This is the card of, basically it says, when you're connected with a sense of purpose, the energy in your life will rise to the occasion. You have what it takes inside of you, and sometimes it just takes that sense of purpose to sort of activate some of this inner strength. Okay, this is also a card of resilience. I think a lot of you are proving your strength and resilience by this period of struggle that you've been going through, that I think now is being fixed. Okay, I think that period of worry and stress and struggle is over. But you have been steadfast through the whole thing, okay? I think for some of you, you're recovering from some kind of an injury or an illness. Maybe the worry that we kind of are feeling is like a health worry or something along those lines, okay? I feel like there is a return to vitality, there is a return to strength, and there's something in your life has sort of tested your strength recently. It's tested your resolve. It's tested your self-control even. Okay? So I feel like in the past few weeks, maybe a week or two, you've been up against some challenging opposition, but you've maintained your course. You've been steadfast. You've persevered. Okay? We're proving our strength here. In the background, that Chariot card, that's a card of self-control. That's a card of being in service to your destiny. Yeah, and that is you kind of staying on a particular road in your life. And the commitment that we have of the Nine of Wands is showing that your armor is probably pretty dented up right now. But you've succeeded, like you're earning your success here. You are earning it big time because you know why you're doing it. You know what motivates you. And because you know what motivates you, the engine is in the car, right? And you have that ability to keep pushing forward into your life. I feel like a breakthrough is coming very soon for you, especially with this Tower energy, okay? But you've been fortified, you've been disciplined, you've been in control of your faculties, right? This is someone who is so focused that they are guaranteed to win, guaranteed to succeed, okay? And of course, you're moving into that Six of Pentacles, which is the card of success, material success, getting the achievement that you're looking for in whatever area of life this is. The Chariot is also that card that says you're in service of something outside of ego. Okay, you are the vehicle of your destiny. This isn't just about what you want. It's kind of like, well, it is what you want, but it also is having a positive effect on other people. Family, the job, the coworkers, other employees, or just the universe as a whole, right? The world, in general, is benefiting from what you're accomplishing. So there's that kind of aspect, looking at your life from a bigger picture and realizing it's not just about you. It's about what you are actually doing in the world and how that has a kind of ripple effect on everybody else. Okay? A lot of discipline here, a lot of fortitude. And a thick skin also, right? You got the armor on here, so I feel like there has been opposition. It has been a little bit of a bumpy road for you. I feel like you're about to get a real a real achievement. And I think it's going to bring a lot of ease into your life. The tower up here, I think, is a very good tower. The tower is a breakthrough moment. I feel like this is going to be a really big win. When we have that Six of Pentacles right in the middle here, the tower becomes like an overnight success, you know? It becomes that big win, the biggest win of your life, but it's one that you've worked very, very hard to bring about. But I think that, you know, toward the end of September is going to be the moment in time where you look back and you say, that was the moment my life changed. You know, that was the moment that everything kind of flipped in my life. And I think that's a very good thing. And in the moment, it may feel disruptive, it may feel very chaotic, but this is a lot of a liberation. Okay, I think the breakthrough that you're looking for is on its way. The tower is also kind of, in a way, putting an end to things. I kind of feel the chariot like driving through a wall here. I almost feel like a Kool-Aid man kind of vibe here. I feel like you're busting through, you're busting through a wall, or you're breaking through a ceiling in a way. And I think that your life is going to be very drastically different going forward than it was in this past season. Okay. The tower is kind of pulling out all the stops in a way. Okay, so I think that there's been a really big push in your life, and I think that that push is now bringing in all of this achievement. Okay, the Moon card is a card of a transition. To me, it's a card of darkness now turning into day. I feel like the sun is rising in your life. I feel like you've been in the dark, scary forest, and you have been fighting, and you've been you've been on your chariot in the dark, scary forest, going through it. That is all about to change. The light is dawning. The sun is rising over the horizon. And because of the tower, it tells me that your sunrise is going to happen quick. Sometimes the sunrise is very slowly, right? And it's just like we're just kind of waiting for the good stuff. I think that it's going to happen suddenly. You're going to wake up one morning and you're going to have 100 voicemails that all want to like give you something and give you an offer, people that are just trying to bring abundance to you. So I feel like it's happening very suddenly. Doesn't matter what area of life, if this is your career, if at work, at home, at school, it doesn't matter. What you've been struggling for and worrying about and working toward and trying to stay resilient and strong and steadfast, suddenly like that, you're going to wake up and everything's going to be profitable. Everything's going to be abundant. Suddenly you're going to wake up and it's going to be just like skyrocketing. Okay? Whatever it is for you. This is the card also of imagination. So I feel like you're someone that has a vision about life. And you've trusted in that vision even when things have been uncertain. That's the dark, scary forest. You're in this huge, forest, wilderness of uncertainty. Yet you have the strength, the fortitude, the motivation to do it anyway. And I think you've got the right team of people around you, whether it's friends or your family members, your support system, or literally like your employees or your coworkers. I feel like you've got just the right alignment of things. Yeah. And I think everything that you've been putting in, all of your investments are now going to pay off. But you went into something with a lot of courage because you had a vision, you had a belief, you had a dream, and there was no certainty about it. Okay? But the proof is really in the pudding now, as they say. The Two of Pentacles shows change. Okay? A lot of you are, this is about like what changes you're hoping to implement in your life. This is kind of like what you're trying to do. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that, one, you're succeeding at it. But I think what you've been trying to do in life is improve your life. You've been proactive. You've been trying to turn darkness into light. You've been trying to turn anything that is low, you're trying to lift it up. I think that you've been trying to improve the quality of life for yourself and others. You've been trying to alleviate suffering for yourself and others. Okay, you've been trying to be a kind of positive charge in the universe, a positive influence. And you're trying to make the world and you make your life a better place. Now, those changes that you've been after are starting to really show up. Okay, things are starting to materialize. This is a card of great good fortune. I feel like things are turning around. All the struggle, all the resilience, all the like dented armor, now suddenly it's going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of fruit. It's going to be slowing down. It's going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay, it's a turnaround. Your luck is changing. The opposition is changing. What was once blocked is now going to be wide open. Okay, so think of everything in your life that you wish was the opposite now. Yeah, everything that wasn't good now is going to be good. Everything that you thought was a failure is going to prove to be a success. Yeah, relationships that you thought weren't working are going to work. Ideas that you had that seemed like, maybe they were failures, no, they're going to be successes. A pathway that you thought was, a road that you thought was closed, suddenly you're going to hear, roads are open. You can travel that way. Okay? People that have said no to you before, now those pathways are going to open. They're going to say yes. Or other people will say yes. Or new opportunities will show up that will give you and bring you down the road you wanted to go down. But at first you had the no's. Now you have the yes. Okay? We have a 6 of Wands. I feel like this is all part of the plan for you. I feel like there's a real confidence that you've had. The Six of Swords, I should say. The 6 of Swords is the blueprint, that you had kind of an outline of the way you thought things should go. And I think it's been difficult. I think there's been challenges. I think you've had to take some detours. You've remained flexible enough, but still sticking to the plan. Okay? And I think that everything is working out kind of the way that you want them to, even if it wasn't exactly the plan, even if you had to take different roads, it wasn't the exact route. Does that make sense? I feel that there is, because of the 6 and another 6 here, I feel like we do have a lot of cooperation. I feel like you're kind of, I feel like you're going to be in charge of something, or you're going to be the one to, you're kind of like, you're going to have to map out the next season of your life, okay? That I think now it's kind of, it's almost like we're going to go back into the dark, scary forest again. We're going to go back into the unknown, and you're going to have to be the map maker. But not before you get some easement and some reward and things start to slow down. I feel like things fluctuate for you. I feel like things are moving fast, and then they go slow, and then they go fast again, and then they go slow. Okay? I think you're moving into a new section of the road where it's going to be daytime, sunny and warm. It's going to be slow. It's going to be easier. Okay? So enjoy this next season when it arrives, and allow that slow down to happen, and sort of embrace that. Okay? The 6 of Swords, some of you, I think, are happy to be moving on from something. Okay, sometimes this card is like, we're happy to now be done with the past. So I think there's something that is kind of ending for you. And I think the next 3 cards really are talking about that, especially the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is happy that something's over. Okay, because you're looking back at this long and winding road that you took, and very happy that segment of life is done with. And maybe it's just the season previous to this one, you've been very active and just very stressed out and working very hard. Maybe it's been a big push. Now you're kind of ready to enjoy the fruit of your labor. You're ready to look back on that road and say, wow, that was a rough road, but you're very satisfied that you're very happy that you showed the strength, right? Because the Queen is sitting pretty. This is you in the future. This is you, I think, by the end of September. Looking back at the previous season and seeing the ups and downs and the twists and turns, and being very happy that it's over, but very happy that you performed, very happy that you did the right thing, very happy that you persevered. Okay. This is somebody, I think, that is enjoying the fruits of their labor, happy that they're not laboring anymore. It's kind of it's that easement. It's that relaxation. It's like the hard work now is, for now at least, is over. And you get to sit back and relax and enjoy what you've built, enjoy what you've earned, enjoy what you have, and to be able to reflect on where you've been, okay? And kind of what is ending. Now, there's something else I'm feeling, especially with this Eight of Cups here. There's something else that's kind of ending in your life. Okay, the Eight of Cups being someone who's kind of walking away. This is almost, this feels like someone that still needs to put something down. Okay, so I think some of you are realizing that the last piece of all of this is letting something else leave your life. Walking away from something that's no longer serving you. Okay, as the last piece of this puzzle for you. For some of you, this is going to be a very welcomed card, because the 8 is one cup short of the 9 of Cups. Okay, happiness, real love, real happiness, real superabundance. Feels like you're one step away from superabundance. And that seems to be the big step. You know, it seems like this last step has taken a long time. And it feels that there may even be the approach of like this kind of hopelessness. That, you know, some of you may have been losing hope about the path you're on. I think Spirit's saying, hold out just a little bit longer, because you're one step away from glory, one step away from happiness. Okay? We see here that the cups are chipped and broken and the water's draining out. Yeah. So I think that, you know, you've been on a particular path for a long time. You've been in that season of hard work and push and worry and just battle mode. You're entering into a season now of healing, of reward, of being able to rest and recuperate. I mean, just look at the Queen of Pentacles sitting there, kind of relaxing, reflecting, has plenty to eat, plenty of water, plenty of rest, okay? And I think having now the healing, to be able to sit and stop, slow down, catch your breath, rest, relax, recuperate, okay? Going through that, being able to do that, enables you to be in a position to look at the past and to appreciate where you've been and how far you've come, and to understand what you've learned from the past and all that kind of stuff. But when you're just getting off the battlefield and you're exhausted, first thing you need to do is heal. First thing you need to do is rest a little bit. Then after you rest for a day or two, then you can debrief, right? Then you can sort of look at where you've been and say, okay, this is how far we got. This is what was done. This is what still needs to be done, you know, in the future. And this is kind of like taking an assessment, taking an inventory of where we are, okay? But I think the first thing is to come off the battlefield, to walk away from something maybe that isn't meant for you anymore, isn't resonating with you, or something that's not worth fighting for anymore. Allowing yourself to enter into that season of rest, relax, recuperation. And I think this is very good news. Okay, I think it's saying that a lot of your struggles now, you're getting a break in those struggles. I want to say they're over for good, but we can't see the future because we still have the moon card in the future position, right? So this could still be that, you know, we're not out of the woods yet, but we are moving into a season of rest, relax, and recuperate, so that we can heal those cups that are chipped and broken. Okay, but I think the journey continues on. The journey is never truly over. Okay, now let's look at the mystery card. Maybe this will give us more of a clue. What do you think it's going to be? I would like to see a 9 of Cups. Now, we might get a 9 of Pentacles. We might even get, I feel like it's going to be a 9. It might even be the Hermit. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's the 6 of, yeah, okay. 6 of Wands, victory. Victory after a fight. Victory after a struggle. This is your victory lap. This is you being carried home after a win. You're being championed. You're riding home after the battle, you know, and you're being celebrated for the win. I feel like it's still a team effort. I feel like we have the 6, the 6, the 6, 3 sixes, because I feel like there is it is a group effort, but I feel like you are the one that's being singled out for recognition. Okay? So if this is a work thing, some of you are really going to be like, you're going to be the one that's singled out for the win. Okay? But I think there is a sense of collaboration here. Okay? With the right team, I think, the right people around you, there's no stopping you. But this is you celebrating the win, coming off the battlefield, getting ready to just take the armor off, get in a hot bath, relax. Okay? And then we'll figure out, okay, well, where were we and how did we do and how far did we come and where are we going to have to go next, like what's coming next month, But for right now, enjoy the win and allow yourself that time to rest and relax and slow down and recuperate. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around. We're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We're going to do some oracle cards. There is a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Aquarius on Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.